Welcome to Folded, Creased, and Crumpled. I'm Tina.
And I'm Anna.
For those new to your channel, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on all your post notifications. Today we have a special episode for you, only because our friend, who is a left-handed person, stated that we didn't have anything on left-handed pens. And so I thought, oh, that's a great episode. Thanks for the idea. And here we are with left-handed pens that he actually tested out. He says most people who are left-handed have problems like, the smudge across. And I guess it depends how you write as a left-hander, because he actually described that some people write normally, so they're this side of their hand, they don't smudge, like it doesn't touch any of the writing. But some people write differently, where they kind of, their hand is like more inwards towards them. And so that's when it kind of gets smudged. So he did a testing, and I gave him 4 different pens that I found online that people said are the best left-handed pens. So I've got the 4 best left-hander pens. And let me tell you, I'm kind of surprised at the results. So they gave us a number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my friend Rob and Deanne both invited me out for brunch, and I had them test out the pens. I also gave them highlighters too, because there's these highlighters that basically were like, these are the best left-hander highlighters. And because of the industry they work in, they definitely tend to get highlighters on their hand and arms all the time, and I've seen it. So I've taken notes from both of them when they tested it out, so I'm definitely going to share what they mentioned and what their top favorites.
So are we going to do ascending order of favorite to least favorite, or least favorite to favorite?
Yeah, it's going to be their least favorite to their favorite. So it's basically counting 4 to 1. I'm going to start off with the highlighter though, because this one was a love. Love, love, love. They both loved it. And I realized, which Rob noticed, I didn't notice it at first, but it's a dual highlighter on both sides.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's it's by propusq-dry. It's called Q-Dry, so that means quick dry. And here is one of them. So what's really cool about this is that there's kind of like the highlighter, and then there's kind of like a window in between the highlighter. And it's really, just the look of it is really unique. So they really like that, and the feel of it is really smooth. So they really like that, and they use the other side, and it's just as great. So pretty much.
So I wonder if that design with the window in it helps with the quick dry, because it's not as saturated.
I don't know. Possibly. I mean, it makes sense. But we did a test where we wrote and just went like this right away. Like just smeared right across. And this, honestly, left-handers, if you're looking for a proper highlighter, this is it. Highly recommended. It comes in a pack of 5, as you can see here.
And how are they colored?
They're very vibrant. So I'm just gonna do a quick. Yeah, I'll just take one of the colors and I'll show you. That way. So I just took the purple highlighter, and it just comes up pretty nicely. So they seem to really like it. They were just like, oh, like the exact saying was, oh, I really like this. I mean, I do pick the best pens and highlighters, right? Am I right? Watch them text me when they see this and be like, by the way.
That's not what we said.
Yeah. So their least favorite is the Pilot multi-ball pen here. And sorry, let me show you what it looks like. And this pen here, it's really nice, like, to look at it. It's just like a regular pen. But what the problem was that it smudges. And we did the whole like left hand testing and it just went because at the very end it smudges, like it just immediately. And the thing is, the ink flows a little bit more than the other pens too, so it's a heavier flow, if you know what I'm saying. So it's supposed to be quick dry, and this is what left-handers always have problems with, and this is exactly what happened after. So it's streaked pretty heavily, and I'm a right-hander, but just to even show you, that's what happened. So they didn't like this one, unfortunately. It was the least liked one, and that's too bad, but it still writes nice. It's just for a left-hander, when they're writing like this, they can't. It's kind of streaks along the hand. They don't like that. So the number 3 is the Uni Power Tank, which is this one. This is 0.7 millimeters. So why they don't like this is because, okay, Rob wrote and then Deanne wrote. So when Rob wrote, he wrote a little lighter. Like you can see, I'm wondering if you can like catch it on this.
With less pressure?
Yeah, like he wrote with less pressure than Deanne did. And Deanne's right-handed, so she's also testing it like that. I don't think they wrote anything that was... yeah, there's something on here. Okay. Sorry, it was just like, I just didn't want anything that... So focus on the blue. And you can see on the top line, it's a lot lighter than the bottom line. So this is Rob's writing and this is Deanne's writing. But the problem with it is, even though like Deanne writes a little heavier, she said, that it still feels like your pen is running out. You know that feeling when your pen is on the last leg? Yeah, and to Rob, it feels like that. It feels like as he's writing, because he's not as heavy-handed, I guess, but it just, to him, it feels like the pen has no more ink left and it's running out to the least little bit. And it does look like that too when you see it up close. So that is why it's their second last favorite.
Second last.
Yeah. And then their second favorite is the Pentel Energel Cleaner, which is actually one of my favorites. And this one here, I have a blue one like this. It's 0.5 millimeters and it's a Pentel. It's made in Japan. Energel Cleaner, C-L-E-N-A. So for this one, Deanne didn't like the rubber grip as much. She didn't like the feel. And I don't think she really liked the needle point, which is something I love. And she felt like it was just like kind of loose. But I don't feel that way when I tested it, and Rob seems to really like it as well. He said this was his second favorite.
How does this one write?
It's a needlepoint. It writes beautifully. It's my favorite. Yeah, it has a nice flow to it. It's not thick. It's, you know, a regular black gel pen. So this is what's underneath. And it dries really quickly. Like there was no, because after I write, I just go like this. And there's no smudges, no smear, nothing. So that was the thing. And again, back to the power tank. There was no smear as well, but only because they think the pressure of the pen and how they created it was purposely like that, so then it wouldn't smear. And that's why it feels like the pen is running out. As for this one, yeah, this one, you know, you write and you go across and it was fine. And so that was that's why it's number 2. So, number 1 pen of all favorites. It is the Uni Jetstream. Why it's a favorite? Dan really liked the rubber grip. Texture-wise, the feel of it feels gross to me, but that's just my own thing. Clearly, Dan and I have different tastes. I personally don't like the grip, but the pen itself, it's a really nice like metal pen, and it just does black ink. And again, this one doesn't smear at all. And it writes like a ballpoint. Like you feel, it's a nice, sorry. And I laugh because I'm like, of course this one's the most liked because this one's the most expensive one. So I got all the pens and highlighters from Jet Pens. I purchased them all from there. And this one, I remember, is $13.50 US dollars. And the other one were like between $1.29 to like $3.29. So this would be, I think this one's like $3.29. And the other ones were like between $1.29 and $2. So I guess, you know, you get what you pay for in this case. But again, the favorites, I'll start again from, I guess, the ultimate favorite, the winner, the champion, is the Uni Jetstream. And then the second one is the Pentel Energel Clean. And then the third one is the Uni Power Tank. And unfortunately, Pilot Multiball is last place. So for all the left-handers out there, remember, these are the Q-Dry, the best highlighters. And that's it for the left-hander pens. Until next time. Anna, anything else?
I just want to thank Rob and Deanne again for testing out these pens and highlighters. And any left-handers out there that would like to see more left-handed content, please comment below and let us know what you would like us to test out.
Just be Rob.
Sure Rob and Deanne will happily test it out again for us.
Yeah.
And again, Tina, thank you for setting all this stuff up. I cannot wait until we can film together again face to face.
Me too. But until next time, peace.